he say it or not? Speculation alone about President Trump's recent comments is causing outrage across the country, including right here in Rhode Island. Today, local officials responded to the alleged remarks the president made at a meeting on immigration. Eyewitness News reporter Eric Halperin joins us live with more details on what officials are saying around the country. Eric.
Well, Kate, more locals are reacting to the president's reported comments during that immigration meeting. However, also new today, some senators who were in that meeting are saying they did not hear the president use the expletive.
Dozens of people, including many from the local Haitian community, gathered in Providence to denounce President Trump's reported recent comments.
We don't have words to qualify what our president has said about Haitian.
Anise Germain is originally from Haiti. She works with a local nonprofit, Hope and Change for Haiti, that helps rebuilding efforts in her native country. It's been reported that during a bipartisan immigration meeting on Thursday, the president used a derogatory term about Haiti, El Salvador, and several African countries.
If he knew Haitian history, he would not talk about Haitian people like that.
Democratic Senator Richard Durbin was in that meeting. He says Trump did use the word. Several other senators, including Republicans, have criticized the president about his alleged choice of words. But just this morning on CBS's Face the Nation, Republican Senator Tom Cotton, who was also in the meeting, says he did not hear the expletive used.
I didn't hear that word either. I certainly didn't hear what Senator Durbin has said repeatedly.
On Friday, the president took to Twitter saying in part, this was not the language used. But for the Rhode Island leaders who gathered Sunday, including Lieutenant Governor McKee, Senator Jack Reed, and Providence Councilwoman Nerva LaFortune, the president's denials were not enough.
I was outraged. I was disappointed, but I'm not surprised.
They're part of a list of local leaders, including Governor Raimondo and Congressman Langevin, who have come out in recent days calling the reported remarks unpresidential.
And also this morning, in another televised interview, Republican Senator David Perdue of Georgia, who was in the immigration meeting as well, said the president did not use the expletive. Live in studio, I'm Eric Halperin, Eyewitness News.